The oldest rocks in Ireland date back around 2 billion years. These are in the northwest, Donegal. This area is hard, ancient, metamorphic rock, whereas central Ireland, this blue, is mostly limestone, forming a low basin, so you've got the Burren. And the last ice age left behind a lot of peat bogs. The northeast is different. This is dominated by the Antrim Plateau, this red piece. Where are you seeing red here? This was formed by huge volcanic eruptions 60 million years ago. It's how you get this. This is the Giant's Causeway. Basalt formations like this can also be found in Scotland. This is Fingal's Cave. Northern Ireland also has older Dalradian rocks in the northwest. Scotland is one of the most geologically diverse places on Earth. The Highlands are made up of ancient gneiss and schist rock, which is the oldest rock in Europe and is 3 billion years old. The Midland Valley in Scotland is full of coal and iron deposits, whereas southern England is much younger. It's famous for its chalk landscapes like the hills of Dover. This is a clay, chalk and limestone dominant terrain. The South Downs are an example of a gentle landscape. Both Scotland and Ireland have coal fields, iron ore and limestone. These are your raw materials for industrialisation. These resources became extremely valuable to the British Empire, which was expanding its navies and its railways and its factories. The Industrial Revolution relied heavily on coal and iron from the north, and so Scotland and Ireland became production powerhouses. Belfast and Glasgow became major shipbuilding centres. Basalt is quarried for roads. You need hard volcanic rock to make this kind of tarmac. Basalt is found all over the world, but only in a specific geological setting where there's been volcanic activity. It is found in Scotland, Ireland. One of the largest volcanic provinces is in India. It's found in Iceland, it's found in Hawaii, and it's found in the Columbia River Basin in the USA. Basalt is very hard and it resists weathering, so it's great road stone. It's great for railways, ports, colonial infrastructure. Also, basalt-rich areas often sit on tectonic boundaries or hotspots, making them strategically important. The British loved to control island territories that had basalt. Parts of Sri Lanka, St. Helena, not just for the basalt, but also volcanic terrain gives you natural military vantage points. Coastal island zones with natural inlets are ideal for colonial ports. Basalt was already used by indigenous people in many regions for sacred sites and tombs. British settlers often appropriated these sites or built over them, or in the case of Ireland, flattened them into roads. Indigenous people had an unspoken reverence and an awe of basalt landscapes. In Ireland, the Giant's Causeway was used for stone, naval construction and infrastructure. In India, the Deccan traps were used for railways, forts, industry. In Sri Lanka, they used basalt for mountain forts for their tea plantations. And in Mauritius, they used basalt for the buildings on their sugar plantations. In Kenya and Uganda, they used Rift Valley basalt for their colonial cities and port defence. So what's the pattern? The British often chose fortified and expanded terrains that had basalt, especially volcanic islands and coasts. Basalt is the invisible infrastructure of the empire. It built the roads, the walls, the docks, the forts, the ports, and its spiritual and practical significance was often erased or appropriated. The British didn't just love basalt, they followed it. They built their empires on it, quite literally. And the basalt of the north of Ireland continues to this day to be quarried on behalf of multinational corporations who are not Irish and who get their mining rights from the Crown Estate.